Creighton Sager. It's funny.
So Drew Kanye's averaging 20, but he's only played how many games?
One. He played the other night, I guess.
Okay.
So you'll see the final output.
So that's the program one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I like that. That's technical.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to college for nothing, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The tuition money didn't go to waste. Right there. William Patterson.
William.
Y'all went to Tuskegee and then Temple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you went to Temple. That's right. You did mention that.
I seen this one kid, man. He had hair. I mean, he just looked old. I'm like, Jesus. He ain't gonna have no problem getting in the club. They won't even card him. They're like, all right, what time is it? I'll test mine at 10 minutes. My thing. My thing is I don't test a lot of stuff because everything I got is very expensive and I paid for it to work. So it's the engineers that put it together. That's where the yeah, you gotta see the guy at home that's talking to these guys.
Yeah.
Knows about his stuff. He knows about it.
Okay.
Bob is learning on the job, you know, from that guy. Whereas you can't do stuff like that. When something go down, then how you
Okay.
gonna get it back?
We'll tell you what time we're coming up, I guess.
You know, so rule of thumb is I got to get him to think professional. Start over. You know, from the ground up. You know, you're only as good as your weakest link.
That's it. That's.
What time do you want to come up?
How are we gonna?
It's hard to imagine that it was just over a year ago that we lost Dennis. It's only fitting that we use basketball as an opportunity to honor Dennis's legacy and help kids up in Bergen County.
Dennis was a tremendous influence in the basketball community, a great friend, a former assistant coach of mine, to help so many student athletes in the game of basketball.
Dennis was such a great influence to so many young kids, you know, doing so many things during youth basketball, high school basketball, and a personal friend of mine over the course of 30 years.
Dennis had ran the St. Mary's CYO program back in the 80s and early 90s. He coached myself as well as our head varsity coach, Brian Gascione. The amount of time and commitment that he put into building that is unbelievable, and taught us not only the game of basketball, but he taught us values that have stayed with us now into adulthood.
There was no bigger basketball fan in New Jersey than Dennis. I'd see Dennis pop up at any random game. I love to talk basketball, love to talk players, love to talk coaches. He's missed by a lot of people.
During the game, I got to take the mask off.
And see how the
It's actually pretty comfortable, but.
See how the Mountaineers are doing. Oh, not loading.
I can check my phone if you want.
All right. Can't get any internet in here. 72-70, 113 to go. Oh, I didn't get the officials, did I?
I'll run and get him.
I can get them.
Yeah, I got the box.
Oh boy. No.
Yes, it's not. I got that on the output, not an input. Right. So that has
Yeah, I know. We'll have to get him at halftime.
Yep. That's the one thing I've been doing it so long. When you stress, ain't nothing gonna work. My son did a broadcast. The first game that I did with y'all. And he told me to go online because he works too. He said, go online, Dad, and check it out. And I checked it out. And I'm like, man, I taught you well, man. You getting as good as you did. He said, no, I'm a little better than you.
Oh, wow.
You own that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he be using the glide can, you know,
That's how you do a lot. You can't hook it up to that. I'm gonna have to bring money. Yeah, ain't no way in the world.
Okay. So we can go up
Go, man.
5 minutes. We can go up at the 5-minute mark. We're good to go.
Rob, the audio guys need to know what time you're going on.
Yep, we're good. Was it? Okay. Okay. Yep.
How y'all looking? How y'all looking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want you ready.
From Arreste Pavilion on the campus of Gill St. Bernard's here in Far Hills, New Jersey. It's All About Sports Network presents high school basketball game of the week. As today, it's the Patrick School Original Celtics with a record of 4-1, taking on Gill St. Bernard's Knights with a record of 2-1. Hello, everybody. I'm Dean Perry, and joining me today is Glenn Perry. And Glenn, matchup of two very good teams. Patrick School, of course, one of the great New Jersey powers, and they come in with a lot of fanfare and a lot of good players.
Yes, I'm looking at the roster. I got, I think, 5 players that are 6'9", so they're going to be above the rim here today. So very good players out of the Patrick School. And you look at the balanced scoring here with Zion Cruz, 16 points a game. Samson Johnson, 13.5 points per game. And you have Deontay Johnson, 12 points a game. So a lot of balanced scoring out of the Patrick School here in the Dennis Gregory Classic here today. And Gill St. Bernard's, it's unfortunately Mackenzie Mabako can't play in this game. He's still injured with the lower leg injury. So it's going to be Denver Anglin, who's averaged a little over 31 points a game. So he's been carrying the point load for Gill St. Bernard's, but he's going to need some extra help. Drew Kanya helped out a little bit in the last game. He scored 20, so you're going to need some scoring besides Anglin today.
And we saw the game last week with Gill St. Bernard's and Bergen Catholic, and yeah, Mabako was having a good game, and he hurt his lower leg. I don't know if he's going to be back this season. We'll find out, but it was serious enough for him to miss 2 games this week.
Yes, and yeah, he's definitely a factor with the size and everything underneath there for the Knights. So, yeah, the head coach Mergen Sin is going to have to make some adjustments with his roster today.
And Mbako's averaging 17.5 a game and 5.5 boards a game, so that's a lot they're going to miss today.
Yeah, no question about it. As I said, a lot of players out of the Patrick School have size. As I said, 5 players with 6'9". And then you have Kareem Ewell with he's 6'7" as well. So, yeah, big size underneath there for the Patrick School.
Now for the Patrick School, Coach Javanis is going to be out today. Joe Jordan will be the acting head coach. Look at some of the players they have. They're big players. Zion Cruz, he's averaging 16 points a game. Then you have Samson Johnson averaging 13.5, and then Deontay Johnson averaging 12. So they got 3 scores in double digits, along with Mohamed Sal, who's averaging 10.
Yes, and not only that, Samson Johnson's the leading rebounder. He has 6 rebounds a game. And James Moore, he's a freshman, he's a little over 5 rebounds a game. So factor right there for Patrick School. So, yeah, as you mentioned, not one key player that they have, so they got a lot of great players on this squad.
And we'll take a look at Patrick School's schedule so far. They've defeated Upper Room Christian of New York 57-49. They won at Mater Dei 69-42. They beat Olympus Prep 85-53. They won at Don Bosco Prep 66-57. And then their lone loss was the team we saw last week, Bergen Catholic, 60-53 at Bergen Catholic.
Yeah, that was a good win there for the Crusaders. They got a deep team. We saw them last week here against Gill St. Bernard's, and they're number 3 in the state, and they're going to be number 2 in the state, for those reasons right there, winning against these quality programs.
And as for Gill St. Bernard's, they beat Hunterdon Central 77-64. Then last week's game we had here, they lost to Bergen Catholic 78-63, and then defeated Bridgewater Raritan 2 days ago, 90-54. So that's the Knights' schedule so far. Get ready for the starting lineups between these two teams. Patrick School, as I mentioned, is one of the great New Jersey powers. They have 14 state championships and have won 6 TOC titles.
Yeah, that's a pretty good resume there for the program. Of course, they were St. Patrick's before that.
That's correct. Yeah, so it was technically St. Patrick's, then the Patrick School, so obviously it still counts. But yeah, they're up there, sort of with the St. Peter's Preps of the world. All right, we'll have our starting lineups for the Patrick School. Zion Cruz a guard, Deontay Johnson a guard, and then the forwards are Mohamed Sow, Kareem Ewell, and Samson Johnson. For Gill St. Bernard's, the guards are Denver Anglin, Nasir Cunningham, and Amir Lynn. The forward is Tommy Stinson, and the center is Drew Kanya. The Patrick School will be in green appropriately with white numbers, and Gill St. Bernard's will be in white with blue numbers. Boy, they are a tall team. Yeah,
Yes.
Mohamed Sow, he's a tall guy, and Samson Johnson's a tall one.
Yeah, Samson Johnson's going to be going to UConn, and Sal will be going to St. Peter's.
Good schools. So the Celtics will inbound to start the game. Cruz will do the honors. And Deontay Johnson will take it. Samson Johnson, top of the key, and gets cut off. Cruz, near side. Traveling called on Ewell.
Yeah,
So a turnover for the Celtics.
yeah, let's see what Gill St. Bernard's does in their defense. Looks like they're playing man-to-man to start, but let's see if they mix things up a little bit on their defense.
Looks like a trap. Anglin gives off. Kanya drives and puts it in. Drew Kanya with the first 2 points of the game.
Well, we talked about Kanya maybe, supplementing the point total, and he just did that.
So 2-0 for the Knights, and losing the ball out of bounds was Ewell, and the second turnover for the Celtics.
Yeah, that's what Gill St. Bernard's needs to do, cause some turnovers. Looks like they're going to be outmatched in the rebounding department.
A long pass. Kanya comes up with it, though. Gets swatted away. And coming out with is Deontay Johnson. Johnson running the floor. Gets cut off nicely by Lynn. Underneath, stepped out of bounds. Yes. As Sal had it, but his foot was on the line.
3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Timeout for the Patrick School. So we got 6:53 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 in favor of the Knights, and so far so good. I know it's still early, but I guess really Patrick School's hurt themselves with the turnovers.
Yes, as I mentioned, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers, and that's what the Knights have to do. They're going to be out rebounded today, most likely. So they're going to have to cause some havoc, I guess you can say, defensively against the Celtics.
Inbounded to Anglin. So sort of a half-court trap there, but they get it over, no problem. Underneath, tried to get it to Kanya, but Lynn comes out with it. Lynn, floater, no good. And a rebound there for Sal.
Yeah, he already has a block and a rebound already.
Johnson gives off. Ewell loses it, and a dunk underneath for Samson Johnson.
Yeah, nice pass there by Ewell. He just basically curled around the baseline with that pass.
Shot from the outside's no good by Cunningham. A rebound for the Celtics. And driving and laying it in is Ewell.
Yeah, they're starting to get it inside right now.
Kanya gives over to Lynn. Cunningham again, puts it in. 5:40 to go in the first. 1 point lead for the Knights. Nice fake. Shot is put in by Ewell.
Nice mid-range shot right there. Well, if they can shoot from the outside, they're going to be unstoppable today.
Cunningham trapped in the corner. He stepped out before he banged it. Yes, he did. He stepped out. So go back to the Celtics. They lead 6-5, 5:19 to go in the first. Deontay Johnson, the point guard. Cruz for three. Puts it in.
Too late on the defense right there. As Cruz was just wide open right there.
Anglin gets it back. He's open. Puts it in.
They got some nice shooting early on.
9-8 Celtics. 4 3/4 to go in the first quarter. Skying and laying it in is Zion Cruz, and a timeout by Coach Cena. He is not happy on that defensive stand there. So 4:36 to go here in the first quarter, 11-8. Favor of the Patrick School. Take a quick timeout. You're watching It's All About Sports.
I'll try to get the officials at halftime.
All right, we're back here at Aristay Pavilion on the campus of Gill St. Bernard's. Good game so far, 11-8 for the Celtics.
Yeah, right now it's been very good shooting for both teams.
Yeah, cut off inside. They have to bring it back out to Cunningham. Cunningham loses the dribble. He's going to have to pass off to Anglin. Anglin loses the ball, goes out of bounds.
I think that was probably key right now for Patrick School, just to contain Anglin, who's averaging over 30 points per game.
Cruz gives off to Johnson, back to Cruz, swirls out, and offensive rebound, and put in there by Scotty Middleton.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem, as we mentioned. Yeah, the rebounding for Patrick School.
Stinson gives up the dribble. He's going to need some help here. Going to have the 5-second call. Back to Stinson. Oh, nice pass underneath, and the jam. And Kanya puts it in. Johnson drives, dishes off. Three-pointer on the way for Johnson is good. Samson Johnson from the corner.
Yeah, it looks like UConn's getting a good player in him.
Ruggiero, they tried to give and go, Ruggiero and Kanya, but they couldn't connect.
Yeah, another turnover now for the Knights. 2 out of the last 3 possessions have been turnovers.
16-10 for Patrick School with 3:06 to go here in the first quarter. Dump inside. Shot's no good by Samson Johnson, but getting the board and putting it in is Zion Cruz.
Yeah, I mean, it was just tapped out, and just Cruz was right there to grab it.
Ruggiero gives to Kanya. Three-pointer by Cunningham is off the mark. An offensive board. Celtics come out with it. Up ahead, 2-on-1, and the layup is put in there by Torres. Tipped. And quick to the ball was Deontay Johnson. He'll take the three. No good box out, and a tap over to Ruggiero. Three-pointer on the way is off the mark there for Kanya. And now maybe a 3-on-1. running the floor, but a good cutoff there by Kanya. So coming out with it is Ruggiero. Minute 45 to go in the quarter. Anglin puts it in from 3.
Well, he needed that one because he hasn't been on the board yet. So
That's a
great
second.
shot. Excuse me, yeah, but yeah, okay. Yeah, a great shot there for Anglin.
Cruz. And 1. So the first team foul on Gill. Couldn't see. No. So Cruz going to try to finish off the 3-point play. Missed it. Lynn. Nice move by him. Tried to get it underneath. Back out. Lynn open from the baseline is no good, and a rebound for Lofton. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Dump inside. Layup is in and out by Torres.
Yeah, Lofton with a good rebound right there, offensive board.
Misses it from the outside, Lofton does. Knocked around, jump ball. It's going to go the Celtics' way. 41.2 to go in the quarter, and a 9-point lead for Patrick School.
Actually, gave it to Gill St. Bernard's, but you're right. The arrow.
The arrow's the other way. Okay, so it's Gill's ball then. Okay. That's right, because they started with the ball.
That's right. Yeah,
so that is the right call. They just had the wrong arrow. 3-pointer on the way is off the mark. And a rebound there for Deontay Johnson. Up ahead. Charge called on Sal. So, first foul. 24.1 to go in the quarter, so I'm sure Gill will play for the last shot here. Cunningham, back out. Anglin's going to take the 3, missed it, and the Celtics with the rebound. Lofton gives off, 3-pointer by Navarro's partially blocked, it looked like.
Yeah, Anglin.
Yeah, Anglin got it. And that's the quarter and off the mark for Kanya, and that will do it for the first quarter with the score. The Patrick School 22 and Gill St. Bernard's 13. We'll take a timeout. You're watching It's All About Sports.
The goal here at the all-new BMW of Ramsey is to make this process easy.
We're a new management group and we have a new attitude, and that's really to just put the customer first.
Not only are they leaving with a car, but they're leaving with a memory that's going to stay with them forever.
The all-new BMW of Ramsey.
Right now, during the Road Home BMW sales event, don't miss incredible offers.
Between the people, the facility, the product, we are the premier destination in Bergen County for BMW.
All right, we're back here at Aresti Pavilion, Dean Perry on Glen Perry, 22-13 for Patrick School. And really, the Knights have shot well. It's just that they're getting overwhelmed as we expected on the glass.
Yeah, 11-2 right now in favor of the Celtics in the rebounding department. So that's where the difference has been. Yeah, as you mentioned, both teams have shot the ball well. Denver Anglin has 2 3-pointers. Actually, 3 3-pointers in the game for Gill, one by Nasir Cunningham. But as you mentioned, it's been the inside game for Patrick School. Even good outside shooting as well. But as you mentioned, the rebounding has been the big factor here at the end of one, going into the second quarter.
And Zion Cruz leads the way for the Celtics with 9, and Denver Anglin has 6 for the Knights. Start the second quarter, and Celtics should inbound it. As I mentioned, Mackenzie McBacco is out for Gill St. Bernard's. That certainly hurts them. Johnson gives off to Cruz. Back to Deontay. Oh, an alley-oop attempt up and hanging on the rim. That's going to be a technical foul as Samson Johnson held onto the rim, so that's going to be a technical foul on him.
Yeah, he missed the alley-oop and tried to recover by holding onto the rim without falling.
So it's going to be 2 foul shots for the Knights. Anglin will shoot them. Snaps the first one. That one rattles in, but they both count. And it'll be Knights ball to boot. Anglin will get the inbound. Driving big. Well, let's see what they got. 3-second violation. Losada had it. Or a timeout. Well, I guess it's a timeout.
Okay. Yeah, 20-second timeout.
Yep, Gill St. Bernard's with the timeout. 7:33 to go here in the first half. 22-15 in favor of the Patrick School. All right, we're back here at Gill St. Bernard's. Knights to inbound under the basket. And they get it inside to Stinson, brings it out. Kanya has a lane, and he slams it home.
Yeah, nice job by Kanya right there. Saw the opening in the defense.
Dump inside, back out, and an alley-oop attempt again, trying to go to Samson Johnson, couldn't connect.
Yeah, it looked like he's basically defended underneath, so that was going to be a tough alley-oop there for Deontay Johnson. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Deontay Johnson's going to sit down, along with Scotty Middleton.
Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Guess Coach Jordan wants better offense.
Inside, and can't be put in there by Stinson. If he put it up right away, he might have had a chance there, but he landed and then tried to put it up, and he lost his time doing that.
It looked like Ewell got a block on that one too.
I guess against this team, once you get the ball and you're near your basket, you got to put it up right away.
Yes.
Cunningham almost with a steal there. Cruz driving and misses, and Cunningham saves it. Losada has it. Getting double teamed in the corner and then throws it away. Ewell, gets stripped from behind. Good defense there by Losada.
Yeah, nice steal.
Three-pointer Anglin, got it!
Wow.
26 minutes to go, first half. Celtics lead.
As mentioned, Knights going to need some good outside shooting, and they've gotten it so far.
Sal gives off. Cruz got it. So Cruz with 12 points, back to a 5-point lead as we approach 5.5 to go in the half. Anglin drives, missed it. Rebound for Sal. Oh, tried to sneak it in to Samson Johnson, couldn't do it. Cunningham slams.
Yeah, good pass there by Anglin. Saw Cunningham breaking towards the basket.
Five minutes to go. Dump inside, 2-on-1 underneath. Reverse layup is good by Sal. Good pass by Ewell.
Sort of like a no look there, just a little behind the back.
Almost got a 3-point opportunity. Anglin, nice pass to Kanya. So it's going to be a foul on the Celtics. Fortunately, you don't put the player number on who gets the foul. Missed the first, got to make them. One out of two. A little pressure from the Knights now.
Yeah, trap right there. Yeah, good passing here by the Patrick School.
Underneath, and a little Malachi crunch underneath.
It's probably against Kanya, but we'll see.
Second team foul. Neither team in foul trouble. Not many fouls. Three-pointer by Cruz, off the mark. Kanye, now he picks it up. He originally had the board, and that would have been a bad play if the Celtics had the offensive board. Kanye's going to shoot for three. Make it! He makes it.
Yeah, Ruggiero found him open.
Oh, might have numbers here. A nice spin move. And the trailer coming in is Samson Johnson, who slams it home.
That's what Patrick School has to do, get the inside game going.
Anglin missed it. It might be over the back. Yeah, I think they're going to call that on Samson Johnson. That's his second foul. Yeah, he went over the back. Good box out position from, I think it was Losada under there. But Sampson sort of put his hand on him and took the ball away, and you can't do that, even as tall as he is. If he doesn't put his hands on him, he probably gets away with it.
Yes, and with that, Samson Johnson exits.
So 3.5 to go here in the first half. 3-point lead for the Celtics. And you're having problems there. Might get a backcourt. Well, the Celtics have it now. Up ahead. And it's going to probably be a foul on Losada. As Ewell would have had a nice layup, but might as well foul him there. Otherwise, it's going to be an easy two anyway.
Yes.
And you're not in foul trouble.
Exactly. I was just going to say
Oh,
that.
sorry.
That's okay.
Stealing your thunder there.
That's all right.
Makes the first. And rattles out, 1 out of 2. 4-point lead for the Patrick School. Cunningham gets cut off near midcourt, leaves his feet, Anglin gets fouled. I think Deontay Johnson got him.
Yes. It's a good trap there at Patrick School.
Not in the penalty yet. 5 fouls. Anglin give and go. Good in the foul. Losada.
Gill St. Bernard's playing very well right now.
So
They've been quick. They've been quick to the ball.
So Nick Losada, a little give and go with Anglin there. Perfect. Makes it. Finishes the 3-point play. 1-point game. Just over 3 minutes to go. First half. Knights playing some pressure here. Might have some numbers now. Cruz gives off. Tipped out of bounds by Ruggiero.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying another alley-oop there, but it wasn't a good pass.
Yeah, Ruggiero knocks it out of bounds. Well, underneath. Oh, boy, what length on that for Ewell, who puts it in and draws the foul.
I mean, he was directly underneath the basket.
I think that was on Tanya, which would be a second. So Ewell going to try to finish off the 3-point play. Yeah, I mean, you have to have long arms when you're under the basket, and you got to try to get it past the backboard and put it in. Puts it in for the 3-point play. 4-point lead for the Celtics. Anglin gets the screen and lays it in.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Gill St. Bernard's doing a good job there breaking the press. The good passing has been great for the Knights.
Cruz. A lot of dribbling. We'll see what he does here. Yep. What do we have? Jump ball. Possession to the Knights.
So they have an opportunity here to tie or even take the lead. Would have thought that with 2:16 to go here in a second.
Ooh, stolen. Good athleticism there, anticipating it. And goes off of Sal. He made the initial steal. They tried an alley-oop to him, but the ball was too far away from him.
Yeah, they've been trying too many alley-oop tries there for the Patrick School.
No, Aaron passed there to the wing. And looks like Middleton got fouled. I don't know if it's going to be a shooting foul. We'll find out. Nope, it's going to be under the basket.
Yeah, I believe Losada committed the foul.
That's a second if that's him. Yep. He'll sit down. And Amir Lin will step back in. Deontay Johnson double teamed. Comes to the near side for Middleton, dumps it inside. And putting it in is Raynor Torres. Anglin gets double teamed right away, triple teamed even, but bad pass. Deontay Johnson missed it. Offensive board can't be put in there by Middleton. Tanya comes out with it. Minute 25 to go in the half. Anglin gets the screen, puts up the 3, makes it. I'll tell you what, they're doing a good job with the screens.
Yes, no question about it. Yeah, they got to get the open shots, and Anglin was there using the screen to get the 3-pointer.
Travel, yep. Yeah, Kareem Ewell couldn't corral the ball and took steps. So turnover, 1:07 to go in the half. And we'll see if the Celtics can hold on to their lead here. Anglin drives, sort of forced shot there. Corner three on the way is good by Scotty Middleton.
Yeah, that was a clutch shot there by Middleton. And a little bit of breathing room here, just under a minute, well, actually 45 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I was wondering if Gill St. Bernard should have played for the last shot. Three-pointer by Cunningham is off the mark. And out of bounds, it will stay with the Knights.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say it's last touch there by Sal.
So Lynn to inbound with 32 seconds to go. Oh, nobody picked up the inbound man. Good in the foul. Kanye, he had it originally, missed it. As it turned out, he's going to get a three-point play.
Yeah, Middleton originally had the ball there. He had position.
Makes it. So we got a one-point game. What? See what this is about.
I guess they're going to
get a restart, I guess.
I guess so. They're going to inbound it again.
And Deontay Johnson gives off to Middleton. Dump inside. Coach Sino, he's really into it on the sideline. Shot is off the mark and knocked out of there by Cunningham, as Middleton couldn't put it in, and we reached halftime. But the score, the Patrick School 38 and Gill St. Bernard's 37. We'll take a timeout. You're watching It's All About Sports.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage. More like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting events, graduations, grand opening, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.
All right, we're back here at Aristide Pavilion. Dean Perry won Glenn Perry, and boy, it looked like at the end of the first quarter, Gill St. Bernard's was in trouble, but an inspired second quarter has really made this a good game.
Yeah, no question about it there. Good passing there for the Knights in that second quarter, finding open shots there. Anglin, as you mentioned, obviously carrying a load there for the Knights. I guess he had 10 points in that quarter, the second quarter. Right?
Yes.
So a nice job by them.
He has 4 3-pointers in the game.
And they've been breaking the presses with the good passes as well. You know, the traps are coming in for St. Patrick's, but then they're finding open guys to make shots for Gill St. Bernard's. And they're really, really leveling things off, especially with the rebounding advantage with Patrick School. Obviously, they're trying to get it inside. I think they're trying to force it in too much, the Celtics, with those alley-oops and all that. They just got to maybe make shots from the outside. If they don't make it, get the offensive rebound and put it in.
All right, and the story, I guess, for yes, Patrick School, the leading scorer is Zion Cruz. He has 2 3-pointers, but he got slowed down a little bit in the second quarter. He only had 3 points. There was only 3 points in the quarter.
Yes, and yeah, they're going to have to shoot a little bit better from the outside, as I said. If not, then they're going to have to get the offensive rebounds and get the inside game going. They did that in the first quarter, not so much in the second quarter. And, yeah, as you mentioned, Knights, they've been hustling in that second quarter. Great passing and a little bit quicker to the ball, as I mentioned.
All right, we'll take a timeout and be back with more halftime activities right after this. You're watching It's All About Sports.
It's hard to imagine that it was just over a year ago that we lost Dennis. It's only fitting that we use basketball as an opportunity to honor Dennis's legacy and help kids up in Bergen County.
Dennis was a tremendous influence in the basketball community, a great friend, a former assistant coach of mine, to help so many student athletes in the game of basketball.
Dennis was such a great influence to so many young kids, doing so many things during youth basketball, high school basketball, and a personal friend of mine over the course of 30 years.
Dennis had ran the St. Mary's CYO program back in the 80s and early 90s. He coached myself as well as our head varsity coach, Brian Gascione. The amount of time and commitment that he put into building that is unbelievable, and taught us not only the game of basketball, but he taught us values that have stayed with us now into adulthood.
There was no bigger basketball fan in New Jersey than Dennis. I'd see Dennis pop up at any random game. I love to talk basketball, love to talk players, love to talk coaches. He's missed by a lot of people.
But certainly he was my director of basketball operations at Rutgers University, and his sudden passing 2 years ago, we just felt it was the perfect way to honor him and memorialize him with a great basketball event, something that he did his whole life and gave so much to so many people.
And last year was at Ramapo College, correct?
And last year at Ramapo, this year was supposed to be at Caldwell University. Obviously with COVID, a big thank you to the athletic directors, administrators, and schools that were willing to now host the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic on their home sites, because we couldn't have it at one local site. So it's been phenomenal. We've been able to keep his memory and name alive, and we're looking forward to another 2 or 3 great games, and then finishing up and getting back to next year having Caldwell University as one of our game sites for a 5-game Super Day showcase.
So it'll just be a one-day event for the next season, not, let's say, 2. It's just a one-day event.
Well, in true Dennis Gregory form, it could be one day, it could be 2 days at 2 different locations, and it could be the old Dennis Gregory Metro Classic. So we're not sure what the format's going to be. What I do know is we'll have great teams, great basketball for the viewers and fans, and we'll have a great event.
And lastly, what did Dennis do for the game of basketball in the state of New Jersey?
I don't know if I could put that into words. He did everything because he wore so many different hats. He was an administrator. He was an AAU coach. He worked for the Hoop Group. He was my director of basketball operations at Rutgers. He was an assistant athletic director at Fairleigh Dickinson University. He was a high school coach at Don Bosco Prep. He was a facility manager at Long Island University and built their beautiful new basketball facility. So when you talk about his impact on the game of basketball, really unique, really different, and very, very special. I don't think there's anybody in the high school or collegiate game nationally that doesn't know who Dennis Gregory is and who wasn't affected and touched by something that Dennis did in order to give back to kids.
All right, thanks a lot, Fred. And we'll be back with the exciting second half right after this on It's All About Sports.
That's it.
My name is Matt Bibbo. I'm the general manager here at BMW Ramsey. Really, our goal here is, one, to make the process easy. This is people have bought cars before, and with that comes putting the customer first. And a lot of people say it, and we try and walk that talk every day. And we don't always get it right, but we are hopefully better at it today than we were yesterday. The goal here at the all-new BMW of Ramsey is to make this process easy.
We're a new management group, and we have a new attitude, and that's really just put the customer first.
Not only are they leaving with a car, but they're leaving with a memory that's going to stay with them forever.
The all-new BMW of Ramsey.
Right now, during the Road Home BMW sales event, don't miss incredible offers.
Between the people, the facility, the product, we are the premier destination in Bergen County for BMW.
All right, we're back here at Aresti Pavilion. Dean Perry going Glen Perry. You have the officials now.
Yes, I do. Jerry Mullione, Kevin Halleck, and Troy Stevenson.
All right, we're running down the leading scores for each team. Zion Cruz has 12. This is for Patrick School. Kareem Ewell has 8, 7 apiece for Samson Johnson and Rainer Torres, 5 for Scotty Middleton, and 2 for Mohamed Sal. For Gill St. Bernard's, Denver Anglin has 16. Drew Kania has 13. 5 for Nasir Cunningham and 3 for Nick Losada. Celtics get it to start the second half.
So we'll see what head coach, interim head coach right now, Joe Jordan, said to his team at halftime, they're probably going to have to work on the inside game and not these alley-oops that we saw in the second quarter. Really hurt the rhythm.
Dump inside, back to the inside game, and losing the ball out of bounds was Kareem Ewell.
So it's good passing, and it just couldn't get the finishing touch there at the end. Couldn't find Johnson, Samson Johnson, that it is.
Well, pressure defense there, and Losada gets fouled.
Yeah, that's the right call. Deontay Johnson got him.
Pressure on the ball. Looks like that's the adjustment the Celtics have made. So a chance for the Knights to take the lead here. Cunningham almost stepped out of bounds. Losada can't shake Deontay Johnson. Anglin gets it. Anglin drives, gets fouled.
Yeah, Middleton thought he had the block, but he did get his forearm.
So it's going to be a 2-shot foul for Anglin. Makes the first. makes the second. So the Knights have the lead at 39-38. First minute of the second half.
And they've only missed one foul shot thus far. So that's helped out the Knights.
Yeah, Kanye missed, I think, a three-point play. That's what it was. Johnson gives off. Swinging around. Cruz thought about a three, didn't take it, though. Three-pointer by Cruz. Missed it, and foul underneath. Looks like it's on the Knights.
Might be against Stinson.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yes.
Feed inside. Layup no good. Gets his own board, and putting it in was Ewell.
Well, they needed that off the missed shot.
Anglin has some room. Nice effort there to the basket and lays it in. He was fearless on that.
Yes.
Swinging it around. Block from behind. Celtics still have it. And a foul underneath on the Knights. So it looks like Kareem Ewell will go to the line.
Now they're getting a little more aggressive towards the basket, trying to draw fouls, which they just did.
Rattles out.
You can tell Ewell was a little frustrated right there. I thought it was going in.
So did I. And it's just the bounce of the ball just rattled it out. Made that one. Tie game, 6:13 to go here in the third.
Once again, trapping here for the Celtics.
Just got it off. Cunningham underneath and blocked. And Losada can't make it. Gets again, can't make it. Tipped around. Kania, oh my God, it's like 5 opportunities. And finally, Deontay Johnson comes out with it. Cruz up ahead.
Foul
blocking
underneath.
foul,
Yes.
Unbelievable. That was like 3 or 4 tips at the basket
Yeah,
there.
Losada's got to be banging his head right now.
Again, when you get the ball, you got to go right up because they're too tall to wait when you come down with the ball. Yeah, once you get that ball in there, you got to put it right up so the defense doesn't react. Cruz makes the first. Missed the second. Cunningham with it. New double team. Back to Cunningham. Dunks it.
Wow.
Yep, underneath. And layup is put in by Sal. And timeout called by Coach Cena. So we got 5:25 to go here in the third. 44-43. Patrick School will be back. You're watching It's All About Sports.
My name is Matt Bibbo. I'm the general manager here at BMW Ramsey. Really our goal here is, one, to make the process easy. This is people have bought cars before, and with that comes putting the customer first. And a lot of people say it, and we try and walk that talk every day. And we don't always get it right, but we are hopefully better at it today than we were yesterday.
his 2 green jerseys and doesn't do well. Johnson gives off, stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if Patrick School is set up defensively underneath, that's going to be tough to get a bucket underneath.
I think Lozano was just frustrated he didn't score last time down. So Ewell steps out of bounds and Gill St. Bernard's will take it. Mir Lin to inbound. Tip from behind. Anglin has some room. Can't make it. Oh, passed it back out. Cunningham gets fouled on the shot. I think that's going to be an Ewell.
Yeah, Anglin's probably a little upset there that he had the opening, couldn't put in the basket. And it's just, you know, if any Knight player goes inside and misses, it's going to be tough to get a rebound. But they get the loose ball and did draw a foul.
Cunningham makes the first. So he makes the second. They'll take pressure off Anglin. Missed that one. So 1 out of 2. We're tied at 44 with 4:40 to go here in the third. Dump inside. Sal missed it, but the foul put in by Ewell. Cunningham will take the 3. Missed it. Anglin lays it up and in on the follow.
Yeah, good job by Anglin on the rebound. Celtics were looking, but Anglin took charge.
Almost a steal. Deontay Johnson will put it in for 2.
That's quickness out of him.
Well, underneath and off the foot of Sal. No kick on that. Yeah, I think that was a lazy foul by Cunningham.
Yeah, I was going to say reach in there. Unnecessary.
So the Celtics will inbound. Deontay Johnson able to get open. Dump inside. Oh, out of bounds. Tried to get it to Ewell, but couldn't be handled.
Yeah, Coach Jordan called timeout. He's not happy.
So with 3:30 to go here in the third, it's 48-46. Patrick School will take a timeout. You're watching It's All About Sports.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage. More like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting events, graduations, grand opening, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.
All right, we're back here at Gill St. Bernard's. Celtics lead 48-46 over the Knights.
Celtics laying back here. No traps or anything like that.
Anglin gives in to Kania puts it in and a foul.
Nice first step by Kanya to get towards the basket angle, and what a great pass that was.
See if he can finish off the three-point play and give the Knights the lead, and he does. 49-48. And a foul on Amir Lynn.
Yeah, another foul just basically away from, it was right at the ball. I mean, there's two in the backcourt they've had. One by Cunningham, now by Lynn. Probably unnecessary fouls right there.
Approaching 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Trying to dump it inside to Ewell, but good defense up front. I think that was Cunningham that got it.
Yes.
Cunningham drives, draws the foul.
Yeah, right now, Gill St. Bernard's had better guard play right now. Good passing. Yeah, that's been the difference so far.
So it's going to be a shooting foul for Cunningham. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Two for 2. And a 3-point lead for the Knights. Johnson gives off to Ewell. Gives up the dribble. Cruz gets the screen. Now switch off. Three-pointer on the way is way off the mark by Middleton. Out of bounds. Goes to Gill St. Bernard's.
Yeah, I mean, right now Gill St. Bernard's is forcing Patrick School into outside shooting. They'd love to get the ball inside. Even then, the defensive adjustments, the switches on defense, causing the basically chaos inside. You know, maybe deflecting passes and all that has really affected the Celtics.
Kanye drives and puts it in. Whistle. Bench warning?
I guess.
He's talking to somebody on the Knight bench. Okay, no technical or anything, just it looked like a warning. So a 5-point lead for the Knights with 2:09 to go here in the quarter.
Yep. So, boy, this has been a great quarter here for the Knights.
Cruz drives, dishes out to Johnson now. Deontay Johnson, the point guard, gets a screen. Tried to pick and roll, but didn't get the player going towards the basket, which was Moore. He didn't get him.
Yeah, once again, good defense here by Gill St. Bernard's until there.
And getting the ball underneath and drawing the foul, Samson Johnson.
Yeah, Cunningham was behind Samson Johnson on that play. On the turnover he got, he was in front of him.
So Johnson will shoot 2. Mr. First. Swirled that one out, but I think an over-the-top foul on James Moore.
Yes.
Team's 6th foul. So each team has 6, so the next foul will be a 1-and-1. More fouls in this half than in the first half. Connie gives back to Lynn. Anglin drives, but he runs into Moore, and Moore just takes it away.
Yeah, he was right underneath the basket.
Travels called on Deontay Johnson. Well, they could have one of three possibilities: a foul on the Knights, a charge, or a travel, and it was a travel.
Yes. Yeah, Deontay Johnson, he was charging, no pun intended, towards the basket.
Anglin gets the inbound as we have 1:15 to go in the quarter. Kanye can't put it in, and Anglin couldn't get the follow. Cunningham couldn't get the follow either. But then a foul on Anglin. That's his second. Yeah.
And that's the third foul where Gill St. Bernard's fouled on the backcourt. And that's an opportunity right there for Gill St. Bernard's to get a basket right underneath and couldn't convert.
So Cruz will shoot 1 and 1. I think that's Anglin's second foul. Makes it. And again, a missed opportunity for the Knights because they had 2 high percentage shots there.
Yeah, no question about it. When you have an opportunity like that against a team that outsizes you, you have to put it in the basket.
Missed it, but a long rebound, and the Celtics come out with it. Nothing the Knights could do, it's just a long rebound. 3-pointer on the way is good by Zion Cruz. And that's a 4-point trip down the court. 1-point game. Cunningham thought about it, drives, puts it in. So Cunningham with an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Now, I don't know if Patrick School was looking for a travel before that. But Cunningham will try to shoot a 3-point play here.
And Cunningham converts on the 3-point play. 32.6 to go in the third. 56-52.
Let's see what Patrick School does here if they're going to. No, they're going to be aggressive.
Cruz, well, and it did count. They were going to call it goaltend anyway because he put his hand through the rim.
Yes, he did.
So Cruz is going to try to finish the 3-point play, and he does. Tip. Anglin comes out with it. 20 seconds to go. 1-point lead for the Knights.
I would think they're going to play for the final
I would
shot.
think so, unless they get a high percentage shot here. Kania drives and loses the ball, and it's out of bounds, and 8 seconds to go. So it could not be handled by Sal. Here's the inbound. Lynn open for 3, and he makes it. And that will do it for the third quarter. With the score, Gill St. Bernard's 59 and Patrick School 55 will take a timeout. You're watching It's All About Sports. back here at Aristide Pavilion, Dean Perry along with Glen Prairie. 59-55 in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. And boy, what a good third quarter for the Knights. 22-17 for the Knights in that third quarter.
Yeah, once again, good outside shooting. Their defense has caused a little bit of chaos, especially underneath. I think they're trying to sort of like a zone a little bit where they're just trying to clog up the passing lanes inside, which they've done. And I think the Patrick School's a little frustrated right now. They can't get their inside game going, so that's really been a factor thus far here in this game.
So Lynn will inbound to start the fourth quarter. Boy, I thought at the end of that first quarter it was going to be a long day for the Knights, but give them credit, they fought hard in the second and third quarters.
Yeah, I hate to say the word intimidated, but, I guess they didn't know what was coming at them in the first quarter, and they adjusted since.
Anglin drove. Scotty Middleton just swatted it out of bounds, so we'll stay with the Knights.
And it looks like we have a full timeout for Gill St. Bernard's.
So we got 7:50 to go here in the fourth. Still 59-55 Gill St. Bernard's. We'll be back. You're watching.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage. More like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting events, graduations, grand openings, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.
All right, we're back here as the Knights will inbound under the basket. We get back to Anglin. Long three-pointer by Cunningham is off the mark, but he gets his own board on the long rebound. Anglin missed it. Cunningham with Lynn had it. Well, they're going to say Knight ball was deflected. Leading scorers, Zion Cruz has 20 for the Celtics and Denver Anglin 22 for the Knights. Well, Anglin, low pass, lost the dribble. He's stuck in the corner. Gets it back out to Cunningham. Boy, good job there. Boy, that had turnover written all over
it. It split the press right there.
Cunningham fade away, missed it. Ooh, that could be a goaltend or no?
Are they going to call it?
Let's see. I don't know what they call it. Yep, goaltend.
Wow, I'm a little surprised by that.
It wasn't going to make it.
No.
But I guess it was close enough for the rim. He just pulled it down.
Yeah.
So Cunningham gets the deuce on that.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that because that was going to fall short.
Yeah, it was. But he went up and grabbed it when it hit the rim. So by the book, it's the goaltend. Getting stuck in the corner was Ewell. Inside. And drawing the foul was Scotty Middleton. We'll see if is it 1-and-1 or 2 shots. We're going to find out. 9th foul on 2 shots. I think it's going to be a 2-shot foul for Middleton. So it's going to be 2 shots the rest of the way for the Celtics. Rattles out.
Had a little bit of tough luck on that, on the free throw line for Patrick School. A lot of shots that have been rattling out.
And missed the second. So both 0 for 2 there. Lynn loses the ball. And Johnson off the glass. He didn't know whether to pass it off or not. Tipped around, and Johnson has it. And on the traveling's the call. I guess Lynn had it and fell to the ground.
Boy, a missed opportunity here for the Patrick School.
Yeah, Samson Johnson and Deontay Johnson just couldn't put the ball in. And Middleton was down there too. Celtic ball though. Dump inside. Shot's no good. And drawing the foul underneath is Kareem Ewell.
Yeah, another opportunity where they could have made it inside. I know they went to the foul line, but 2 straight possessions where they could have just got a layup, but they didn't do it.
Missed the first.
Yeah, right now the free throw shooting starting to add up there for the Celtics. They have not done a good job from the free throw line of late.
Missed the second. 0 for 4 in the quarter for the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, they're down by 6 right. I mean, yeah, down by 6, so it's the numbers are going to start to add up.
Ania drives. Ooh, gets it blocked. Coming out with it is Ewell. Losing the ball. Saved. Underneath. And I guess it's going to stay with the Celtics. It was poked out of bounds, or who's it going to?
I think it's going to stay.
Samson Johnson had it, but poked out. So Patrick School will keep it. 6:17 to go in the fourth. Traveled.
Yes.
You can't run the baseline. It was not a made basket. So Deontay Johnson travels under the basket.
Yeah, it looks like Moore is going to be in for Ewell.
Let's see if the Knights try to slow it down here, up 6.
Yeah, they might.
They're not as deep as Patrick School, so you might want to keep the players a little fresh on the court. Anglin drives. Off the glass, no good. Cunningham almost had it, but coming out with it is Moore. Moore lays it in.
Yeah, good job by Moore. Got the rebound, went coast to coast. And Anglin couldn't make the shot. And Celtics with the rebound and going coast to coast.
Cunningham. Charge, yep. Lost the ball and then ran into Deontay Johnson. Not a shooting foul. 5:36 to go.
Obviously, Mbaka was playing for Gill St. Bernard's. They would have had it would have cut into the rebounding advantage, but so far the Knights have played inspired game today.
Layup good by Cruz. And timeout for Patrick School, I believe. With 5:23 to go here in the fourth. It's Gill St. Bernard's 61, Patrick School 59. We'll take a timeout. You're watching It's All About Sports. To talk about we're back here at Aristide Pavilion. Dean Perry along with Glenn Perry. Got an exciting game. Looking like it's going to be an exciting finish.
Yes, right now as Patrick School's getting the rebounding now, getting the inside game going, causing some turnovers. So this should be a good ending.
1 timeout left for Gill St. Bernard's, 2 for Patrick School. Kanye tried to get the layup, but coming out of nowhere was Samson Johnson, who just rejected it out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like Patrick School's starting to get that inside game where they're going to get rebounds and block shots. They're going to try to deny the Knights an inside game in the paint.
Almost a 5-second call. Cunningham back out to Anglin. Cunningham will take the three. Missed it. And a rebound for Middleton. Cruz, nice move. They're swinging around. Johnson trying to get inside, and getting fouled inside was Johnson.
Yeah, Ruggiero commits the foul.
So Johnson's going to shoot 2. He is 0 for 2 from the line today.
And if you're a Patrick School fan, the free throw shooting's got to be shaking your head right now, especially in this fourth quarter.
Made that one. So 1 out of 6 for the Celtics here in the quarter. And it's 61-60 for the Knights. Anglin gives off three-pointer. Losada's blocked. And the Celtics come out with a Deontay Johnson up ahead. Oh, the old Euro step as Scotty Middleton lays it in.
Wow, nice move by him. Yeah, it looks like the Celtics are getting in their rhythm now.
Cunningham cut off, has to get it back out. Nice fake. Tanya puts it up, puts it in. He has 20. Clock issue.
Let's see, we're gonna
4:40. Let's see.
I don't know what time they're gonna.
I guess they didn't start the clock out of the timeout. Maybe, I don't know.
No.
All right, 4:37. 7 seconds came off the clock. I think it was 7.
Mm-hmm. Might have been a little more.
Celtics get it in. Oh, almost losing the ball there was Ewell. Three-pointer on the way is off the mark by Cruz. Kania misses. Cunningham taps it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Patrick School.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call a foul there. It could have been over the top.
Yep. Celtic ball, though. Nonetheless, with a chance to take the lead with 4:17 to go here in the fourth. Johnson gets the screen. Cunningham picks him up. Underneath, and a nice pass to Samson Johnson for the stuff.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson, 3 assists right now, but
Celtics had the lead. Kania gets double teamed, gets it blocked. Lynn I thought it was going to go in for a second. It did not. Rebound for Johnson. Deontay Johnson dishes to Cruz for a 3. Got it.
yeah, Celtics are starting to feel it now.
They jumped to a 4-point lead. Cunningham almost lost it. Kania gets fouled by Samson Johnson. That's the 8th foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Now it's critical for the Knights to hit these foul shots.
Yes, they've done a good job at the foul line today. And if somehow Gill St. Bernard's comes back to win, they can point to that free throw shooting comparison.
Missed it. Yeah, he was 3 for 4 before that shot. Cruz Got it. He's heating up. Cruz has 28.
Wow.
No, blocked, stolen, and blocked again. And put in by Middleton. So pressure defense, and now it's ballooned to a 9-point lead. Kania. Layup can't be put in there by Ruggiero.
Yeah, all of a sudden the rebounding's coming to the Patrick School.
Yeah, 2.5 to go now. Big possession here. Celtics score here. It's going to be looking good for them. I'm going to slow it up now. Timeout for Patrick School with 2:18 to go here in the fourth. We'll take a timeout. It's 72-63 for the Celtics here on It's All About Sports.
What's up, guys? Nick Luciano here from Gamers Lab. This is our college guys working out right now. Guys from all over New Jersey play all across the country. They get live at-bats, work out, get their work in. When they're home right now, we're just trying to help them get better and get ready for the college season.
All right, we're back here at Aristide Pavilion. And Dean Perry along with Glenn Perry, and pretty much a great fourth quarter for the Celtics.
Yeah, I think they've adjusted very well. They've been a little more aggressive, gotten the rebounds, blocked shots. Obviously, Cruz's shooting from the outside has helped. So those have been big factors here for the Patrick School in getting a lead here in this game.
Yeah, Anglin hasn't scored here in the fourth, and Cruz has 8 points.
Yeah, they definitely turned it up a notch here in the fourth quarter. They played well in the first quarter, didn't play so well in the second and third quarter. Now they played well here in the fourth.
So Scotty Middleton to inbound. Give it to Johnson, to Cruz. Feed it inside. And a nice reverse layup by Ewell, and that might do it. We're approaching 2 minutes to go and an 11-point lead.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good now here for the Patrick School.
Shot is off the mark by Cunningham, gets his own rebound, trapped in the corner, gets fouled. So he's going to shoot a 1-and-1.
I know that.
So Cunningham will shoot 1-and-1. Comes out, so he misses the 1-and-1.
Yeah, another 1-on-1 miss.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row. Kania missed one earlier. So it stays an 11-point lead with 1:40 to go.
Patrick School can slow things down a little bit.
No, errant pass by Ewell. Tried to get it down to Samson Johnson, but he went towards the basket and the ball stayed where he was.
Yes. Yeah, I'm surprised Patrick School didn't just slow it down a little bit because they're in a double bonus right now. And we're up by 11.
Yeah, force them to foul you. No, tip, good job by Johnson. Kanye was trapped after he gave up the dribble. Oh, nice layup there by Cruz. Seemed like he hung in the air for like 5 seconds.
I was going to say he's in suspension there.
Anglin gives it off to Cunningham, missed it, and a rebound for James Moore, but then taken by Losada, goes out of bounds. 13-point lead with 1:03 to go.
I know it's going to be a loss here for Gill St. Bernard's, but they play tough here.
I thought they did too. Definitely short with Mabako not in the lineup. Ewell has it.
Yeah, they're just going to pass it around here.
Cruz, who's going to dribble out. Got to watch the 5-second call, though. He gives it up to Johnson, loses the ball out of bounds with 32.5 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, it hit the official out of bounds.
Anglin will take a long three, misses it, and saved on the near side by Losada. And he gets fouled.
Yeah, it's going to be a double bonus here for the Knights.
And Nick Losada will shoot two. A little too late for the Knights, but yeah, great effort though. Missed the first.
I don't know if they got worn down at the end. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, they didn't play as many as the Celtics did. Gets one out of two. I guess he stepped over the line when he threw it.
I think he did.
Or the ball didn't. No, the ball went in bounds, it looked like. So he might have stepped over the line when he inbounded it. So 12-point lead with 22.2 to go.
Guess Coach Jordan wants an explanation.
The official's laughing about something
Yeah,
on that explanation.
Yes.
Intercepted by Middleton. It slams it home.
Puts an exclamation point to this game.
So 78-64 with 10 seconds to go. Anglin will take the last shot and make it. And that's going to be the final. Patrick School 78 and Gill St. Bernard's 67. We'll take a timeout and be back with the postgame right after this. You're watching It's All About Sports.
It's hard to imagine that it was just over a year ago that we lost Dennis. It's only fitting that we use basketball as an opportunity to honor Dennis's legacy and help kids up in Bergen County.
Dennis was a tremendous influence in the basketball community, a great friend, a former assistant coach of mine, to help so many student athletes in the game of basketball.
Dennis was such a great influence to so many young kids, doing so many things during youth basketball, high school basketball, and a personal friend of mine over the course of 30 years.
Dennis had ran the St. Mary's CYO program back in the 80s and early 90s. He coached myself as well as our head varsity coach, Brian Gascione. The amount of time and commitment that he put into building that is unbelievable, and taught us not only the game of basketball, but he taught us values that have stayed with us now into adulthood.
There was no bigger basketball fan in New Jersey than Dennis. I'd see Dennis pop up at any random game. I love to talk basketball, love to talk players, love to talk coaches. He's missed by a lot of people.
Masudo's is one single storyboard drawing in the film of my life. This place is a recreation of a scene in my head. It's an extension of what I have inside of me. We're a restaurant family. My grandmother grew up in a restaurant that her parents owned in Naples. My father grew up that way too. Came to America, didn't even speak English, He bought a small piece of property right here where we're sitting on, turned the little house into a small Italian specialty shop. And that's when he first came to the Jersey Shore. My sister, my mother, my father, me, we all got ready, we all got in the car, we all drove to the deli and we all went to work. From age 6 until I'm still doing it. I'm 39. So Masudo's it's a living thing. I keep pumping ideas into it. I keep having a vision in my head of what I want my customers to experience. And so then I make those changes, and then seeing it actually happen gives me all the energy right back.
My brother and I give people the opportunity to show off their talents, and he's always looking to see how to improve, which is great. I'm like, I can't stand the constant movement. I'm like, can we just settle down here for a minute? We got this thing going, let's just keep it going. But no, he's got to move on. That's a talent, that's a gift that he has, and that's great. Keeps us all in motion. It's always exciting here. This is such a cool place. We're like all so close. I think it's because, I train the people on the floor, Ben trains the people in the kitchen the way he wants them to be, but we also give them the opportunity to show off their talent.
I like to make people happy, and the only way I can really do that's with my food. It feels awesome, to have some freedom. I love to be able to think of things to do and actually put the artist into what we do, because anyone can cook, but to actually love to cook is a difference, and you can tell. Everybody here, they love it. But aside from that, it's just fun.
There's a lot of creativity going on here for sure. Trying new things, doing new things, exploring different styles of cooking. They're like my biggest fans. If I make a new bread or something, I'm like, here, try this. It's the only way you get anywhere. It's the only way you get better. What makes us passionate and what keeps us going, It's a great feeling. It's half the reason I'm here.
It's the energy that you get here. It's an awesome energy, and we're given that opportunity to kind of express ourselves in the kitchen, to better yourself. And that's why we love coming here every day. There aren't too many restaurants that do what we do. And I think that's why we have so many loyal customers coming here every week, every day here sometimes. We take so much pride in what we do here. It sets us apart.
Every single thing that goes into the dish is handmade right here in this place. That's from all the bread that comes from here, fresh mozzarella that we make here, sauce that we make here with meat that we ground here, fresh pasta that we make here. We're a restaurant, an Italian market, and butcher, and deli, and this and that. It really doesn't exist anywhere.
All right, we're back with our player game, Zion Cruz, who had 30 points, and great first quarter, great fourth quarter for your team to wrap it up.
Yeah, it was a great win, great team win. We all just wanted to buy in and get the dub. We came here prepared. Coach wasn't here, obviously, so we wanted to do it for Coach.
And you scored 10 points in that fourth quarter. You think you had to take it upon yourself to get your team to win here?
Yes, for sure. I had to. We had to be a leader and put them on my back, and that's what I did.
All right, and I thought in that first half you guys took advantage of your height, but I guess what hurt you in the middle quarters were the turnovers.
Yeah, we had a lot of turnovers, a lot of mental breakdowns, but we should be good. Go to practice tomorrow and work on it.
And I was listening a little bit with the coach. He said pay attention to details, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Pay different details, most definitely.
All right, great job today, and good luck the rest of the season. Okay.
It's hard to imagine that it was just over a year ago that we lost Dennis. It's only fitting that we use basketball as an opportunity to honor Dennis's legacy and help kids up in Bergen County.
Dennis was a tremendous influence in the basketball community, a great friend, a former assistant coach of mine, to help so many student athletes in the game of basketball.
Dennis was such a great influence to so many young kids, doing so many things during youth basketball, high school basketball, and a personal friend of mine over the course of 30 years.
Dennis had ran the St. Mary's CYO program back in the 80s and early 90s. He coached myself as well as our head varsity coach, Brian Gascione. The amount of time and commitment that he put into building that was unbelievable, and taught us not only the game of basketball, but he taught us values that have stayed with us now into adulthood.
There was no bigger basketball fan in New Jersey than Dennis. I'd see Dennis pop up at any random game. I love to talk basketball, love to talk players, love to talk coaches. He's missed by a lot of people.
All right, we're back here at Aresti Pavilion, a 78-67 win for the Celtics of Patrick School. Zion Cruz had 30. Deontay Johnson had 2. Mohamed Sow had 4. Kareem Ewell had 15. Scotty Middleton had 11. James Moore had 2. Samson Johnson had 10. And Raynor Torres had 7. For the Knights, Denver Anglin led the way with 25. Nasir Cunningham had 15. Drew Kania had 20. And Nick Losada had 4. I thought Gill St. Bernard's just a lack of depth at the end hurt them, and you could see that some of the players got tired.
Yeah, they got worn down a little bit right there, and the size took over for the Patrick School. I thought they had good guard play. The Knights did in the second and third quarter. Good passing around there, causing disruption in the passing lanes for Patrick School. But as you mentioned, Zion Cruz just had an outstanding game there. He took over in that fourth quarter, scoring 10 points in the fourth quarter. That's just clutch playing right there for Cruz.
All right, so we'll wrap it up from here. Our next game we're scheduled to have in the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic is on Tuesday. Weather permitting, you never know with this weather.
Oh.
The February's been awful. Cedar Grove against Verona. We think that's a 4 o'clock start, so just check your times on that. Otherwise, we'll be back here next Saturday as Gill St. Bernard's will host Don Bosco Prep.
That's a good one.
All right, so for Glenn Perry, I'm Dean Perry, and the rest of the crew here. It's all about sports. Have yourselves a good weekend, everybody.